Protected speech or not protected speech. This is Snyder versus Phelps, Supreme Court case, also about the Westboro Baptist Church. The Westboro Baptist Church and its members used to go around the country and protest funerals of dead soldiers, protest army items. They just go around the church and protest all over the country. Basically, they were against homosexuals. And they were against basically people not living up to their ideals of what should be a God-fearing nation and what people should be acting like. So in this case, the family of deceased Marine Lance Corporal Matthew Snyder followed a lawsuit against the members of the Westboro Baptist Church who picketed at his funeral. The family accused the church and its founders of defamation, invasion of privacy, and the intentional infliction of emotional distress for displaying signs that said, "Thank God for dead soldiers" and "Fag troops" at Snyder's funeral. The U.S. District Judge Richard Bennett awarded the family $5 million in damages, but the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit held that the judgment violated the First Amendment's protections of religious expression. The church member's speech is protected, notwithstanding the distasteful and repugnant nature of the words. This case basically went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court question was, does the First Amendment protect protesters at a funeral from liability for intentionally inflicting emotional distress on the family of the deceased? And the answer in a 5-4 decision was yes. The protesters were allowed to protest at the funeral. This was their freedom of speech. They were allowed to do this. Now, there were basically additions where they had to actually be in a certain area. They couldn't just be in the church. They couldn't go inside the church. They couldn't go on church property, but they could protest at these functions and these funerals. So this is one, as I would say, for the bad guys, but they were allowed to protest at funerals and say repugnant things, offensive things, and that was protected speech.